Hello, and welcome to the Smut Show,
a weekly podcast from your new internet book besties.
We discuss all things spicy books and mix in a little bit of motherhood, life, self-care, and everything in between.
So sit back,
grab a beverage,
and let's chat.
Hello, and welcome to the Smut Show. I'm Rachel.
And I'm Neely, and it's just us today.
Just us. I love the Just Us episode.
I do too. It's funny because I feel like the Just Us episodes are like a catch-up time. Because
totally.
I feel Rachel and I are just busy humans with children and jobs and life. And so we don't get to catch up a lot in between recordings.
Yeah.
So it's nice to be able to do this. We're actually recording 2 today.
We are.
Today's episode and the one you hear next week, we're all being recorded at the same time.
The same time.
A week in advance.
We're taking away the podcast magic.
We're taking it all away.
Yeah.
And it's funny. Sorry. We were talking a lot before and we were like, we have to stop. We have to save it for the pod because we were having
really
too good of conversations.
I know. We're bad about
everyone
that.
Else cares about this.
Yeah.
We probably don't.
Yeah,
so this episode is going to be a little different, guys. So we back over the holidays and over our little hiatus, we asked some questions about things you guys want to hear. And a lot of you wanted to hear some stuff that was not necessarily a hyper book focused episode. So this will be our first non-book focused episode. Don't worry, I'm sure we'll still talk about books. But
it was like I call things book adjacent.
These are book adjacent.
I feel like everything in my life is book adjacent.
I think everything in the world is book adjacent.
That is so true.
I mean, you could really
what a nugget of truth right there.
I mean, like right now, this week, as of recording, Liam is in the middle of the second book fair of the year. They're using a different service.
Yes.
They're doing Literati book fair.
We did that too.
I haven't been to see it, but I did just put money on his little wallet and gave him instructions to not buy crap. So
I feel like it's a good book fair. I really like it. We've done it the past couple times at our school.
Parent volunteers today so far have said that there's not as much crap. Like it's not as much
crap. Yeah. And there's a really good variety of books, I feel
and we love that. We love that. So see book adjacent, guys, we're still there. But we are going to talk
100%.
about manifesting, vision boards, and birthdays. Just a little hodgepodge. Of things. But first... Oh, sorry, go.
Well, I was going to say, we're going to talk about this later, but I finally updated my vision board that I keep mine as my desktop background on my computer. I just make it on Canva, and it had been the 2024 one until like a couple weeks ago. And so I finally updated it so we can talk about that.
I love that. We'll talk about that. Should we do some 1s and 5s?
Let's.
Oh, should I start? Okay.
Yeah.
So I'm going to start with my 5. My 5 stars. So we're recording this. What's today? The 25th of March.
Yes.
A Tuesday.
It's a Tuesday.
It's a Tuesday, the 25th of March. So I feel like I'm writing a formal letter to a long distance lover.
Yes.
And on Friday, I'm checking myself into a hotel for the weekend to celebrate. Wow. What was that? When you just started,
I'm checking myself in
to a mental institution.
Which, fine. If that was what you needed, I'd be here for you.
But give me a heads up so we can plan recording.
Please let me know.
No, I'm checking myself into a hotel for the weekend.
Better. I love that.
To celebrate my birthday, which is a week from Thursday. So my birthday is, as of listening to this, my birthday is Thursday. I will be. And
I was going to say, you're officially going to be in your 40s.
I am turning 41. I feel great about it. I was telling somebody, I was like, I feel better at 41 than I did at 31.
Yeah.
In quite literally every area of my life. So
yeah, I truly do feel, and I know that I'm younger than you, but I do truly feel like every year gets better.
It really does. And I posted a picture of Andrew and I. We went out for our birthday. For those of you who don't know, Andrew's birthday is the day after mine. He will also be 41. And we went out this past weekend on a little date night to celebrate such an age. We are an age gap romance. I forgot when we did that. And I was like, Andrew and I, age gap. 12 hours.
Yeah.
And he really enjoys that day, though, where he can be like, you're so old. And I'm like, you're so not getting laid. But we went out to dinner, and like I posted a picture, and I was like, I have aged like a fine wine. And I looked at a picture of myself for my 31st birthday, and I was like, I look better at 41 than I did at 31.
We're hydrated. We're taking care of ourselves.
We have our under eye masks on today. Yes. And so I did this last year for my birthday, and Andrew was like, you're going to be so bored. And I was like, I hope.
Yeah. That's the goal.
Can't wait. But I've actually, like, I am that person that's like, oh, I have a weekend to myself. I'm going to plan every single hour of it. Like, I can't help myself. Yeah. But it's all things for me. It's like, I didn't really plan every hour, but like, I'm going to go for a long walk on Friday on the Katy Trail. Just a trail here in Dallas. I'm going to go to the infrared sauna, which I never have time to do. I'm going to get a massage and a facial.
Yes.
And this is all
necessary.
Friday. And then I'm going to go take an everything shower and get in my hotel bed.
Yes. Are you going to order room service?
No, I'm probably going to order DoorDash. I'd prefer food from a restaurant than...
Totally.
I'm never super crazy about hotel food.
No, and I feel like room service used to be a big thing before DoorDash, but now that you have DoorDash, it's like,
Like, why would you not? Yeah. And then Saturday will probably be more of the same. Probably not another massage and facial. But
that would be a lot. But
and then my 1-star is like, if you're a homeowner, I feel like you will get this. So I went to 5 a.m. Pure Bar today, and I came home and like everyone's still asleep, and I'm like, I'm going to unload the dishwasher. So I go to unload it, and it's like the dishwasher has been run. The dishes look clean, but as I'm taking it out, everything feels like it has like a film on it.
Yeah.
Just like it looks clean, but feels dirty. And I was like, really? Because do you run your dishwasher at night?
And Brian's on dish duty, so that's really up to him when he runs
surprises
it.
By that.
Yeah. I do laundry.
I get it. So we run it at night, unless we have like a weird amount of dishes, and then we'll have to run it twice. But we run it at night and then unload it in the morning, and so it's running again right now.
Look at that! Y'all are so regimented.
We are
routine.
Like, I don't know that I've met a more routine person than myself in my life,
which is so funny because like. We are the opposite. Like we always say, like the Lewis way of doing things is just like.
Well, Rachel and I are like, if you've seen the TikToks of people who are like, I'm a type B person, and it's like bedtimes, I don't know, like school schedules. We are
strict about our bedtime.
Yes, but you know what I mean? It's like I am to a core, my core, a type A, Enneagram 3 like person. Like that's just how I am. Rachel's not.
I am not.
I just told you about my relaxing weekend and how I have the whole thing scheduled.
Very relaxing.
I can relax when I have routine is relaxing to me.
When you know what to expect.
And I'm going to go shopping alone with no time limit. I don't need anything. I just want to.
Might go browse. Yeah.
Like might go sit at a cafe, get a coffee, and
yes, absolutely.
Like 3 hours. Just
you should definitely do that. Yeah.
You know what I mean? Just like I'm hoping it's going to be nice. The forecast, it says a little bit of rain, and I'm like, that's really not going to work for me.
I'm really crossing my fingers it doesn't rain because we've got a book fair on Sunday and some outdoor vendors, and so I've been like religiously checking the weather. I think Friday it's going to rain, but I think by Saturday and Sunday it should be okay.
Okay.
So.
Okay.
Who well,
fingers crossed for both of us that it does not rain and ruin our time.
Yeah.
What are your 1s and 5s?
My 1s and 5s. So my 1-star, I have a sick kid home right now.
What does she have? What's her?
Probably just a cold. I let her make the decision. I knew I didn't really have. I knew I had this today, but I didn't really have like a ton of meetings or anything. And so this morning she was running a low grade fever. Like it was 99, 100. And so I was like, I'm
over here like, you could probably go to school with that.
I told her, I said, you can decide if you want to go to school or not. And can she she's my one that like, it has to be bad for her to be miserable. Like she has such a high pain tolerance and such a high, like, she just she's not very in tune with herself. And so, when she's showing signs of like not feeling well, then you know it's really bad. So, unlike Emmy, where I feel like she like stubs her toe and the world is falling apart and she needs crutches and like they might have to amputate. So with Lainey, I was like, you tell me, do you need a day at home to rest or do you want to go to school? And she said she needs a day at home. So she is at home with me and she's downstairs watching Fixer to Fabulous, which is like an HGTV show that my mom got her hooked on.
I so wish that shows like that, like, I mean, when I was homesick, and this is, I guess, more like middle school, high school, I used to watch, did you ever watch like A Baby Story and A Wedding Story on TLC?
On TLC, yes. Yeah.
And so I mean, although I think that was just like some really good quality TV.
The Baby Story ones freaked me out, though. I did not like those.
That didn't freak me out. But I mean, A Wedding Story definitely freaked me out a little. No, I'm kidding.
I was like, whoa.
But no, I used to watch those, but I feel like I would have really, like some House Hunters would have really done it for me.
100%.
When Andrew and I, before we had kids, and really I would say probably before we were married, we used to like rot on the couch on Sundays to House Hunters. It would be like hours and hours of House Hunters.
I feel like there was an era of time where everybody just watched HGTV or Food Network. Like that was...
Yeah, it was HGTV for us. It was like House Hunters, Love It or List It.
Yes.
House Hunters International, all of it. Just
all of it.
Give me a rot day and give me HGTV.
Yeah.
And endless amounts of coffee. And
100%. So that's my 1 star. It's not really a 1 star. She's fine. She just got a little cold. And then my 5 star, I'm trying to think. We had a good weekend. Last weekend was Emmy's birthday. And so now she's 6. And so it's kind of like you and Andrew. So she'll be 6 and Lainey will be 7 here for the next like week until she turns 8. And so she's like, I'm only a year older than you now, or you're only, so they just talk about that.
I was talking about Lainey with someone the other day.
Were you?
Because I won't name names, but a mother at Liam's school was one of her NICU nurses. And we were just chatting the other day about NICU and things. And then I brought Lainey up and I was like, oh, and anyway. Yeah. We're just chit-chatting about her.
I love it. And they had a great birthday weekend. We went to the fabulous Cece's for birthday dinner, which was just an experience. And we were dying laughing because Brian's mom got the girls these like really blingy New York hats. So they were like rhinestoned.
Are they into them?
Totally rhinestoned. And Emmy was wearing hers around playing the games at Cece's. And I was like, she looks like an old lady playing the slots in Vegas. Like,
oh my God.
It was
Reno,
hilarious.
Or like, no, it's, what's the other one?
Like Choctaw or...
No, what's the one that's like Jersey?
Like Atlantic City.
Thank you.
Yes. That's exactly... So we were just dying laughing because you could just see her with her little like bling bling hat walking around like with her card playing the Cece's game. So it was really funny. And then you made me think of something and I forgot it. About Lainey, I remember what it was. My other 5 star is I discovered that there is a smutty book club in my neighborhood.
When you sent me the picture of your calendar last night and being the nosy bitch I am, I'm like, what's on your calendar?
What's going on?
I'm like, smutty book club. I'm like, bitch, why am I not invited?
Well, it's just for the neighborhood, so we've got to move up here if you want to.
But I love that for you.
I know. I found out it was some moms in the neighborhood and somebody was like, oh my gosh, you should be in this. I was like, yes, I should. So I'm very excited to attend my first meeting in April.
What is the book?
It's Quicksilver, which I've already read.
Look at you.
I know. So I might need to do a reread because it's been a minute since I read it and it was such a good book. So that's my other 5 star. I was like, this is so fun. I love it.
That's so exciting.
I know.
I'm actually reading a book, so look at me.
Tell me about it.
I finally, after I might have begged, it's possible, I got an arc of Jill Santopolo's The Love We Found, which is the sequel to The Light We Lost, which I loved. Okay. but this
I
is the
remember
love
you
we
talking about
found.
that.
And
Yeah.
it comes out, I mean, it's out now. And this is like kind of like not a 1-star, but it's just like, I mean, I love to support authors, so whatever. But like I had pre-ordered it months and months and months ago. Then I got an arc of it, and then I forgot that I had pre-ordered it, so I also bought it. So
well,
I have an arc.
Giving them some extra.
I'm just giving them extra money.
Yeah,
Jill,
I love it.
Jill, you're welcome.
Yes.
She doesn't know me, but it's fine.
Yeah.
And
I do love when I pre-order though, and I get it in the mail, and I'm like,
wait, because you forget. Well, I don't get physical books,
yeah,
but
that's true. Yeah.
When I pre-order it and I wake up and it's like so and so has been delivered to your Kindle, and I'm like,
I'm like, oh, look at me,
fun little surprise.
Yeah. Thank you, past Rachel and past Neely.
And don't forget, guys, we still support Kindle Unlimited here.
Yes, also. We do.
This is one you have to buy, but in general in life. We are pro Kindle Unlimited.
Man, the arc that I want, that I have been like whoring myself out for, is Rose and Chains, the new one from Julie Soto, which is her adaptation of a Hermione fanfic that she wrote into a trad published book. And so if anybody from Forever Publishing is listening to this, I would like an arc of Rose and Chains. I sent a haiku email to the Forever Publishing team. I didn't hear back.
You sent a haiku? Oh my God.
I did. So
that's how down bad you are for this book.
I want it so bad. I am also reading, but it's the same book that I was reading last time we talked. Because I'm just reading so slow. It's called A Whisper in the Woods. I'm like 50% through, but I am also watching, which we were talking about this last time, Severance, and we're like midway through season 2 on that.
Can I handle this show?
Yes, you can.
Okay.
I can handle it. It's much more.
I'm very intrigued by it, but it also looks scary.
Like, it's not scary. No.
Is it a mindfuck?
Yes.
All right, but it's not a scary mindfuck.
No.
Okay.
There's been like one moment where I was like, ooh, I don't like that. But out of however many, we've watched like 15 episodes at this point.
Did y'all ever watch Black Mirror?
Brian did. And I think that was one I would not watch.
So I'm going to tell you quickly, for no one who asked, my Black Mirror story with Andrew is that Andrew and I had heard about it for a long time. Yeah. And we were like, okay, like we'll try it. People don't tell you to just not watch the first episode. Like you have to skip the first episode because it's so horrifying that like if you watch it, you probably won't watch any more of the show. Like I did, where we watched an episode and I was like, okay, well, I'm not going to watch this now.
It's not like that. It's not horror.
It's more like horror. This was a mind fuck, but it was just, when I say horrifying, I mean like
it's not like that. It's more like psychological, where you in the episode and you're like, you just have more questions. Every episode you have more questions of like,
okay,
how is this going on? What is happening? Like, what are they hiding?
Maybe we'll try that. We've had a hard time finding a show that we're both clicking with lately. Like, we've been starting a lot of shows and like one of us will be super into it and the other one's not. Yeah. And so we're having
I really like it. It's one Brian and I both like.
I loved Running Point with Kate Hudson.
I loved it.
It was
Brian
like
liked
a
it
hug.
too.
Andrew did not.
What?
So he watched
Brian and I had a blast watching that.
Like I just giggled. Like it's a show where I just like, it was like a nonstop giggle for me. I think people forget that Kate Hudson is super funny.
Oh my gosh, it was so good.
That was like the perfect role for her.
Yeah.
Like the absolute perfect role. Brenda Song is so good in it.
So good. And I love Mindy Kaling in anything that she does. Like I love Sex Like Lives of College Girls.
I absolutely loved it. Justin Theroux is hysterical in it.
Yeah.
It was funny because like when he was first on the screen, I was like, I know who that is, but like had a really hard time placing him. I'm like, oh, you were married to Jennifer Aniston. Okay.
That makes sense. Yeah.
Because he's just so pretty. And she's only gonna marry really pretty guys, obviously. Yeah. But obviously. But I loved it. So thought it was fantastic. I'm like, that and Nobody Wants This. I'm like, this is what I need in my life. Just keep giving me shows exactly like this.
Yeah.
All I want in life is a hysterical, warm hug shows that are 30 minutes long.
Yeah. Severance is not that.
I understand. But and maybe, I'm kind of also wondering, like, maybe I'm just not in a place to watch serious shows right now. Like, I'm wondering if that's my problem, is that just like I am not in a place where that's something I can handle. I need to be able to look at my phone and still know what's going on in a show.
Yeah, which you can't do in Severance.
I don't know if I want that.
I do really like, and this is kind of like, it's a dramedy, I would say, because it's funny, but it's definitely serious, is Shrinking. Have you watched that?
No, but everyone says it's really good. Is that with Marshall from How I Met Your Mother?
Yes.
Okay, yeah. I do enjoy him a lot.
It's really good, and it's funny. And I really like it. So
okay, well,
that's another one that I think Andrew would like too, where it's got enough of the like seriousness, but it's still like funny. You don't have to necessarily like pay attention the whole time.
He just wants to watch shows that are about like the military or spies or anything in that. And I'm like, okay, but like I need to watch other stuff too. And I think the problem is we watched 10 seasons of Dexter, and then I was like, I need a break from anything serious now.
Yeah.
Potentially for the rest of my life.
Yeah.
But when
you're ready, go to Severance, because it was...
I am, however, very into this season of Summer House on Bravo. But it's only one episode per week. And so now I'm just rewatching Summer House from the beginning, because that's what I do.
One episode per week is terrible.
Anytime there's a new season of a Bravo show on, in the interim between episodes, I just watch old episodes. Yeah. I'm like, this is all I want right now.
Yeah.
Okay, should we get into the episode?
Let's do it.
Okay, so let's first talk about manifesting. Are you a believer in manifesting?
Yes. I think that I don't know that I've ever like sat down and been like, this is what I'm manifesting. I am a really big believer in
the law of attraction. Are you a believer? So like, did you ever read The Secret?
No.
Yeah, I didn't either. But it's like the whole like law of attraction, like what you put out, you get back.
Yes.
And
like
with
karma kind of thing.
Well, and it's like manifesting is like a little bit like that, right? It's like if you put out into the world, like, I'm going to be successful. If you start saying to yourself, like, I am a successful person, like successful follow type thing.
Yes.
So it's like,
and I think it's training your brain, right? Like it's just like the exact reason why you would do like mantras or anything like positive self-talk. Like it feels funny and it feels awkward at first, but I think the more you do it, the more your brain is like, oh, this is a belief that we have. And
well, in part of that too, I wasn't even going to talk about this, but every night before bed, we do this thing with the kids where they repeat after, we call it our repeat after me's. That's what they call it. But it's like, I am smart, I am kind, I'm brave, I'm funny, like all of these things. It's like, I'm a good friend, I'm a good listener, I'm a good son, I'm a good daughter, that kind of stuff. And my kids love it. Like, absolutely love it. Like it's one of those things where now they've gotten into it, and it's like I do that because it's kind of like if you ever saw The Help, like he was kind, he was smart, he was important. Like kids, especially like in a world where things can be very negative, I think. Especially I like ending the day on that because I feel like we're ending the day on a positive note of like these are all the positive attributes.
Well, and think about if they're building that into their vocabulary now, like what when they get older and they're like, what does mom think about me? Or like, I made this mistake. What does mom think about me? Like, oh, well, I have in my head already that mom thinks that I'm brave. Mom thinks that I'm smart. Mom, like mom thinks I'm a good kid. And so it's like these building blocks that we're putting in place are really important for our kids. And I think we jump really quickly to doing it for our kids and we don't do it for ourselves. Like we are so...
Nailed it. That's exactly the next thing I was going to say is that I feel like women especially, we do so much negative self-talk. So much like, I'm not funny enough. I'm not pretty enough. I'm not skinny enough. Like all of these things. And so I think like along with manifesting, it's just kind of like changing that, right? It's like changing your verbiage because have you ever heard that thing where it's like, you would never accept somebody talking to your best friend like that. Like you would never accept somebody talking to your kid like that and going up to you and being like, you're not skinny enough. You're not pretty enough. So it's like, so why would you accept yourself talking to you like that?
Right.
If you wouldn't.
You shouldn't.
Yeah.
And it's...
sorry, go ahead.
Well, it's just something that, like, you focus on. Like, I got, like, a visceral reaction of, like, you saying that about saying something about our kids or our friends or whatever. But, like, you do it to yourself all the time.
Yes.
Yeah. It's just...
And I think it's just like reworking your brain. My therapist and I have talked about this a lot when it comes to like body image stuff and just things like that. And I think like for me, that's a big one of like, oh, I'm not thin enough. I'm not this enough, whatever.
Right.
And it was another thing where she said something to me one time where she was like, your like day where you feel like not thin enough, people would love to look like that. And I think we're all like that. And you have to remember too that like people who are even like super thin might be super self-conscious about being thin. Like, or people, you know, I just think that you never know what's going on in someone else's head. And it's kind of like how I've talked about in bar, like, am I like, oh, I don't want people like, if I can't, I'm like, no one's looking at you.
Nobody cares about you. Like, in the best way possible, in the nicest way possible.
Yes.
Nobody cares.
Nobody cares.
And I think too, just one more thing on this, because one thing that's been really interesting for me is like, as a woman, there's been so much negative self-talk in my life, and that's been a big focus on like raising girls and making sure that they are able to, like, obviously there's always going to be a time, like, we're human, where we just have negative feelings, and that's fine and that's acceptable, but like most of the time I want them to think positively about themselves and like have positive self-talk. One thing that's been really interesting to me is learning, like, with Brian and his ADHD, he has so much internalized negative self-talk because of like, and I, you know, I'm sure you see this with Liam, and like, I know that we're going to see this with Lainey too as she grows up, but like feeling like a failure because of your ADHD or because of your neurodivergence or whatever. And like being like, well, how come this comes so easily to this person and it's so hard for me? And just like doing a shame spiral on that. So that's been a big thing that we've talked about, that I really never, like, he masks it so well, and he hides it so well. And I think that's just one, you know, something that as adults, whether you're neurodivergent or not, like, do such a good job of kind of putting on the front of like, oh yeah, and I think even for me with like body confidence and stuff, I'm like, yeah, I am 99% of the time I'm very body positive. And then I still do like fall down shame spirals or rabbit holes or whatever.
Well, and I think there's a misconception too that like if you're body positive, and I follow a couple girls on Instagram who are like very big into body positivity, and they'll talk about how like you can be body positive and still like want to look nice, want to wear makeup.
Yes.
It doesn't mean you can't be okay with changes to your body.
Exactly. Well, and just like loving, like, okay, like I'm fine on no makeup days, but then I also have fun doing my makeup, and I also enjoy the way I look with makeup on too, like that kind of thing. And like, I think for me, a big thing that I've wrestled a lot with, and we were talking about this a little bit before we got on the podcast, like a big thing I wrestled a lot with is like going to extremes as far as like food restriction or like exercise, like over exercise. And so for me, it's been like in my journey of finding things, there's been a lot of like, well, I'm just not going to do it at all. And so like, I'm going to eat whatever I want, and I'm going to never exercise and all of that, which is like, it was what I needed to go through, is what I needed to figure out. And now I feel like I'm at a much better place where I can do like more of the intuitive eating kind of thing, where I'm like eating foods that feel good and eating foods that fuel my body. But then also we talk a lot at our house about things that are good for our bodies and things that are good for our souls. And like sometimes having a handful of the mini chocolate chip cookies from Trader Joe's, because they're so freaking good, is good for my soul, you know?
Yeah.
And that's fine. And there's nothing wrong with that. And, then also, like, I told Brian the other day, I'm so annoyed to learn that Elle Woods was right. And, like, endorphins,
they do make you happy. People will be like, how do you get up and go to bar at 5 o'clock every day? And I'm like, because it makes me happy.
Yeah.
Like, I don't do it because I'm miserable. Like, it's not one of those things where I dread waking up and I dread going. I genuinely love the class. I genuinely love how I feel after. So it's not like a chore to me.
Well, I think it takes time to figure out what that thing is for yourself, you know, because like we were talking too about like I used to do Peloton at like 5 a.m. and I was miserable. Like I was so tired. I did not like it. Like it was just like dragging me down. And sure, my body felt good. Like I felt like I had energy, but I was exhausted. And so just finding something that works for you in just like gentle movements and like I don't know, like there's so many different ways. And for me, like Brian was like, what's your goal with this? And I was like, for the first time in my life, my goal with this, like exercising and moving my body is to be strong as my kids grow up, you know, like that's what my goal is, not to lose weight.
That is also like, I think I told you that Charlotte is in this phase now where she thinks when she grows up, we're going to die. She's like, when I'm a grown up, you're going to be dead. And I'm like, that's harsh.
That is so harsh.
And we tried to explain, we're like, no, like we're grown-ups and our parents are still here, you know. Anyway, she's 5, guys. She's not morbid. She's just 5. And everything is very black and white.
Yes.
And I was like, you know, one reason, because one day Liam was like, why do you always get up and go to Pure Barre? Because my kids know what it's called. And I'm like, because I want to feel good in my body. And I also want to be the best version of myself for you guys.
Yeah.
And that's not just physical for me. Like a lot of that is mental health and like making sure that my mental health is good and making sure that I do what I need to do so that I'm happy every day and not just, you know, it's just as important to be mentally good as it is physically good.
Yeah. So I detoured us from manifesting.
It's okay. Okay.
So I feel like it's all mindset, you know, like that's what manifesting is it's just like, what's your mindset on something? And I do feel like there is definitely like if you set your mind to it, you can do it. Now, whether it's going to look, I think a lot of times people feel like that doesn't work because it doesn't end up looking exactly like they thought it was going to. And so I think you have to set your mind to something, but you also have to be open to the different ways that can manifest, you know?
Yes, for sure. Okay. Let's talk about vision boards. So why don't you because you were just talking about how you just did yours. Why don't you talk about how you do your vision board?
Okay, so I do mine, and I just started doing this last year, so this is only the second year that I've done it, but I do mine on Canva, and I set it as my desktop background. And there's lots of templates on Canva, as there is for anything for like a vision board or like desktop wallpaper or whatever. So I just use those typically and then like pop things in. And I try to focus on like, what do I want out of, sorry, Elaine's coming in and out of the
You're
office
fine.
if you hear the door close. What I want out of like my personal life with my kids, with my husband. What do I want with my friends? You know, like what do I want out of my professional life? Those kinds of things. And just kind of thinking more generally about like the year ahead. So I do like vibes, but I also do like more specific things. Like I have like a picture of somebody at a book signing. I have a book fair. I have like kids painting with their parents. Like like things like that. And then I have the share quote, or is it share? I'm pretty sure it's share that says, "Mom, I am a rich man."
Oh, yes.
Yeah. Like just little things like that, or like consistency is key, like things
I need to pull mine up.
Yeah.
While we're talking about it.
And then lots of like, you know, we have a big travel year this year, so I have like some travel stuff on there, and then just like books and coffee, you know, like, so there's vibes, but there's also like more specific things too. And
yeah. So I always do mine on a Pinterest board. And just title it the year. It's a private board, so you can try to find it, but you're not gonna be able to.
I love me a secret board. I got lots of those.
So I'm started mine in January, and it's funny because like, and I think a lot of people are like this. I think when you're doing something like that in January or you're making goals, like you also have to have the mindset that like not everything is going to happen in January.
Exactly.
You might not start some of these goals till like November of that year.
Yeah.
That's not the point. The point is just
Right.
like, what do you maybe want your year to look like? And it's funny because like I do a lot of pictures and quotes. One of the pictures is an Apple Watch with the 10,000 steps. And I used to be like for years, and I mean like in an obsessive way, a 10,000 step a day person. And I wanted to take a different approach to it this time because I used to do the thing where if it was at like 9,500 at bedtime, I would just walk around my house to get the 10,000.
Yes.
And I was like, no, I'm not doing that this time.
Yeah.
So like, what can I do differently? And I was like, I'm just going to try to start every day off with a really long walk.
Yeah.
Just because like it makes me feel better and I like being outside and things like that. Then I also have quotes on here like, I am healed. The love I attract is better than I could have possibly imagined.
Yeah.
Be around people who are good for your soul. Like, just because, like, for me, a lot of things that I want to do this year are a lot of, like, it's a lot of mental work.
Yeah.
So it's a lot of, like, really evaluating the people I surround myself with, things I surround myself with, the types of situations that I'm in. A big one lately for me, and I wouldn't say that I don't think I would ever like completely give up alcohol just because like I don't like to limit myself, like not limit myself. I don't like to restrict myself.
Yeah.
So, you know, so it's like, I'm not going to ever be like, oh, I'm going to give up sugar or I'm going to give up alcohol. Like, unless I had like a problem. But I've really decided, I was like, okay, like I'm only going to have 2 alcoholic drinks a week. That can be on the same night. That can be different nights. I'm not going to say which nights, but I'm just going to try to limit myself to that. And I've been doing that for about like almost a month now. And which has been like really, really good to the point where I don't even really think about it.
No.
It's not something I'm like, oh man, I'm craving that. And I feel like for a long time I would be like, ugh, is it like 7 p.m.? Can I have a glass of wine yet?
So much of that, though, is the mental work, like you're talking about.
It is the mental work.
Like, it goes into it. And, like, when I was working a job that I hated, I could not wait to come home and have a glass of wine. Now that I'm in a job that I love and I'm, like, much happier in my, like, life situation, I might have a drink every other night or something. But, like,
I think we forget, too, alcohol is a depressant. Right?
Yeah.
Like alcohol is not that I'm some professional, but I'm a 41-year-old person who's been like pretty consistently drinking alcohol for 20 years.
Yeah.
And yes, I really didn't drink alcohol before I was 21. Not very often.
Impressive.
I was really just more afraid.
Very often. I was terrified.
I was terrified that something would happen or I would get arrested or something. So I just really didn't.
Yeah.
Like I didn't have a fake ID ever.
No, me either.
Nothing like that. Like I was
in high school, I was so worried that if I drank, I would get kicked off of like every team that I was on.
Well, that too. Like you were on drill team. I was a cheerleader. Like that was like a very real possibility. So it was that. It was. I saw some of my friends in high school do stupid things, like go get hammered in the high school parking lot and get arrested. And I was like, y'all are dumb. Like, I'm just not even, I didn't even put myself in situations to be around people who were doing that.
No.
I digress. Anyway, so Andrew and I went out Saturday night and I had 2 drinks and that was my 2 drinks for the week.
Yeah.
And that was fine. I knew we were going to get drinks at one of my favorite places and they have,
Did you go to Leela's?
We did not go to Leela's. We went to Cedar and Vine for drinks by our house, and then we went to El Braco. Okay. But I drank at Cedar and Vine, not El Braco. But they have this thing called a Cedar 76, and it's like kind of like a grapefruity French 75. And it's so good. Like so good. It's probably my favorite cocktail in Dallas.
Love it.
And it's literally right by my house, and we really don't even go that much. But it's usually, if we're going to get drinks before dinner, we'll usually go there.
Yeah.
But we did that. And I just, I think I didn't even have that on my vision board for the year about drinking less. But if you've also been listening to this podcast for the last couple of weeks, I've been on a tea journey and I got an electric kettle, but I'm not horrifying people by microwaving my water anymore.
Oh
but
my God.
I truly at night crave my tea. Like I can't wait to have my peppermint tea every night.
Yeah.
It's so good. It's like my little dessert. I also haven't been craving sugar, which is an interesting thing. Like I used to need a sweet treat at night and I don't now.
Yeah.
So it's just, mindset shifts. And
it's mindset shifts, and it's truly being in tune with your body, like listening to
if my body told me I needed a chocolate chip cookie, though, I would have one.
100%.
I would never deprive her of that.
No,
have you seen the
not.
TikTok thing that people are doing where it's like open your mouth based on how much you like the dessert?
Yes.
Andrew and I did it. I promised him I wouldn't post it, but it is so like
okay, I have to do it with Brian.
I have watched it. I'm gonna send you ours.
Send it, yeah. Send it to me. Yeah.
But he'll do those TikTok filters with me. I just can't post them.
Yeah.
Anyway, but
Andrew's untraceable.
All right.
Okay, wait. I have one more question about your vision board, and then we'll move on to our next topic. How often would you say you go look at your Pinterest board? Because that's one thing for me why I love the idea of having something that you can add to throughout the year, or like having multiple things. Like you're restricted with a desktop background of like you can only do so many pictures on there.
So I would say probably once a month I like go and I like add to it. I'm not like as diligent as I probably could be. It kind of just depends. Might be more often than that. Might be less.
Or you can just go and like look through and see what was I wanting. I love that.
Okay.
All right, let's talk birthdays.
Since my birthday is coming up, I wanted to have a birthday discussion, not just mine, just birthdays in general. Are you like for your own birthday? Are you like, I want to be made a big deal out of? Or are you like, no, like don't celebrate? I am like, listen, this is my day. It's
birthday month. Like
I don't get a birthday month anymore, unfortunately, because Andrew and I share a birthday weekend. I don't even get a week. I get a day. Wow.
Yeah.
But Andrew
I'm a big birthday person.
The opposite of that.
So is
when we turned 30, I really wanted to do like a big thing for our birthdays together. So we had this like big dinner at a restaurant, rented a private room, all of that. And Andrew was like, I never want to do that again. So we've quite literally never like that was like
I threw Brian a surprise birthday for his 30th, and he was like, why am I here?
Andrew, I swear to God, if I threw Andrew a surprise, I think he would divorce me.
I think he eventually had fun, but I think for him, like the initial like walk-in, he was like, oh my God.
I don't think I would want a surprise party either, though.
As much as 100% want a surprise party.
No, as much as I like birthday, like I'm too much of a control freak for something like that to be a surprise. Yeah. But I love my birthday. But I also love other people's birthdays. Like, I just love birthdays. I think birthdays are the most fun. I love making a huge deal out of people's birthdays. I just love birthdays. And what was your, like, not current in the past, but more like way in the past? Like, what is, like, your favorite birthday you can remember?
Oh, geez. Okay, so one year we did, like, a 60s theme roller skating birthday party. Gosh, I had to have been like maybe 6th grade, and I remember having so much fun at that party. And it was me and a friend who did like a joint party together, and we had like matching like crochet like piece tops that were like our 60s party attire, and I just remember that being a ton of fun. So that's the one that sticks out, and like long time ago. And then when I turned 25, 26, I can't remember, 25, Brian surprised me with a trip to New York for the Macy's Thanksgiving parade.
Oh yeah.
And so that was one, like, I love surprises, but I don't want to know you're surprising me. Like, if you're like, oh, I've got a surprise for you, I'm like, well, tell me what it is. But like, if you don't say anything, and like, he did not say anything and just like slid some tickets over to me for the Rockettes.
Cute, though.
Yeah, so I was like, oh, we're going to go see the Rockettes, like, on tour. And he was like, no, look at the venue. And it was Radio City. And I was like, oh, my God. So that was probably my favorite in recent years.
I think for me, one of my favorites as a kid, we did, like, I think I had him in my 10th birthday. We did a slumber party at Embassy Suites.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
My mom, we got like adjoining rooms and like we got to have a slumber party in one room, but we kept getting in trouble in the hotel because we were 10-year-old girls and we were running around till like 1 a.m. And just being obnoxious and terrible. In recent years, Andrew and I have done a lot of trips for our birthdays. So when we turned 29, it was like 4 months after we started dating. But like probably a month into dating, we booked this trip. And because just, how we are. So we booked a trip to San Diego. I had never been to San Diego. I couldn't remember at the time if Andrew had or not. But like I said, we'd only been dating for a little bit. So we spent my 29th birthday at the San Diego Zoo. And I'm going to tell you how different of a human I was back then.
Seriously.
That I was like very felt the need to like look cute all the time and wore like an actual outfit and Tory Burch flats to the zoo.
No, absolutely
I did.
not.
And walked around the whole zoo with Tory Burch flats on like a sociopath. And then for Andrew's birthday, I feel like we went to some like science museum maybe, but then it ended up like not being as good as we thought. And I remember we ate such a big breakfast on his birthday. We went to some place that had pancakes like the size of, I don't know, my computer.
Yeah.
And that we were so full, we literally didn't eat for 24 hours. Like could not go out to dinner that night. Like we were
You're like, if I
so
see
full.
food again.
But it was funny because I was looking this morning for a specific picture from that trip and I couldn't find the picture, but I found this video I took. So I was really thoughtful once upon a time in my life.
Yeah.
And Andrew loves carrot cake, like loves it. It's his favorite dessert. And so I'd called the concierge at the hotel we were staying at before we went. I was like, hey, like I want to surprise my boyfriend with carrot cake in our hotel room. And he like connected me with a bakery. We got it all sorted out. They delivered it. He set it up. And it's this video of Andrew walking in and seeing it and like couldn't comprehend that I had done that for him and not the hotel.
He's like, how did they know?
I mean, no, like really, like it's so funny in the video because he's just like not getting it. And I'm like, I did that for you, not the hotel.
I love that.
But it was a really fun trip. And we really enjoy doing like a trip or even like a weekend away. We've done hotel staycations like in Dallas for our birthdays. Like we're definitely like experienced people.
Yeah.
So
especially now, like I'm like anything that we need, we buy. Like
same.
There's not really like there's not really like there's not something necessarily worth getting for Brian. Because he's like a big research person. He's like, I want to do the research on everything.
Have you ever met my husband? Like,
I know.
Andrew's
I'm like, I cannot buy
need
anything.
a flashlight. It's like a running joke in our family because he needed a flashlight and it was like weeks of research. And he's like, okay, I think I found the right. I'm like, it's a fucking flashlight. Let me tell you.
Flashlight.
My response to this would have been to go to Amazon, type in flashlight, and buy whatever the cheapest one was.
Yeah.
The first one on the list. The
first one that pops up. Yes. So I'm like, I would buy him something and he'd be like, okay, I'm going to return this because I'm now researching.
Oh, yeah. We don't buy each other gifts anymore.
No. For my 30th, we went to Mexico, and then Brian's turning 40 next year. And so we're kind of planning a big trip for that with our friends. And so that's much more our speed too. It's like we would rather like for big birthdays plan a trip or some sort of experience or something like that. So
yes.
Yeah.
Well, I feel like trips are just always a good way to do it.
Yeah.
I love doing trips with people. Okay. Yeah. So what else was I going to say about? Oh, somebody the other day was like, oh, like what all are you doing for your birthday? And I'm doing the hotel weekend, but my friends are doing a birthday brunch for me on April 12th at Siddell's, which is like my favorite brunchy place in Dallas. I love Siddell's. That. And I have recently discovered I've done a lot of birthday dinners in recent years and a couple birthday brunches. And I think I'm just more of a birthday brunch person. I think my ideal way to spend birthdays with my friends is to do like a 12 or 1 o'clock brunch, then go sit on a patio and have more drinks and then be home by like 5.
100%. And ready to go to bed.
Have dinner with Andrew, put on pajamas and go to bed at 8. Like this is my ideal. And this is 41.
This is 41.
Hold on. Back up. Have you seen the movie This Is 40? It's with it's a Judd Apatow movie. It's with Paul Rudd and Leslie Mann.
It's like the sequel.
but it's like the sequel to, thank you for that, Knocked Up, where it's like Katherine Heigl's sister and brother-in-law from Knocked Up and their kids who are Judd Apatow and Leslie Mann. Funny story about that movie. So Andrew and I saw that movie when it came out in theaters. Did not remember this, by the way.
Yeah.
The other night, last weekend, Andrew and I are like looking for a movie to watch, and he was like, have we seen this? And it's This Is 40. And I was like, I'm like 90% sure we saw this in the movie theater, but I don't remember anything about it.
Yeah.
And so we start the movie, and like the first hour, we are like cracking up, laughing, dying. We're like, this is so relatable. Everything about it is so funny. And we're like, why haven't we watched this again? Like, this is so good. And then it gets so bad so fast. The second half of the movie is so sad. It is so not fun to watch. And I was like, this is exactly why we've never watched this movie. This is why we don't
watch it.
And we looked it up, and we had seen it. It was like maybe like a month into us dating, it came out.
Oh my gosh.
Also, like, we were 28 at the time.
Yeah.
It's like, you cannot, like, if you are 28 and unmarried and don't have kids, you cannot relate to this. There's not one thing about this movie you will find relatable, because like there's like, I will say the first hour though, there's so many points where I was like, yep. Like, there's a part where she's going down on him and the kids are banging on the door to like go to school or something. And he's like, mommy's busy right now. And I'm like, it's stuff like that where I'm like, I would not have related to that at 28. So, but anyway,
now that exact scenario happened this morning to Neely.
So it did not happen this morning to me. She's lying. My face just turned bright red, but that did not happen. Like, stop it, Rachel. But what I will tell you is, if I was to give somebody advice, it would be to watch the first hour of this. I give the first hour of this movie 5 stars.
5 stars.
I give the second half of this movie 1 star.
Okay, now this is spoiler alert, because this movie came out a long time ago.
It's 13 years old.
But don't they get divorced?
They don't get divorced, but like they probably should.
Oh, okay.
You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, for sure.
They absolutely should get divorced.
Yeah.
It's just not good. Like, I don't even know how to just, like, they have money trouble, and like, then she just like, their kids are, I don't know, like 14 and 9 or something, or 8. Yeah. And she finds out she's pregnant again.
Oh, God.
Let me tell you what my fucking nightmare would be.
Yeah, seriously.
It would be for Liam and Charlotte to be like 14 and 11, and I find out I'm pregnant again. Yes. And first of all, I don't even think that would be possible, because that's, I don't know, I'd be like, to be almost 50 at that point.
Yeah.
And oh my God. But Andrew and I are watching this, and I think that part just like horrified us both. And we were like,
really traumatized too.
I mean, we were just watching this movie like, no.
Yeah.
Like, absolutely not.
Yeah.
Just wouldn't happen. And it's just, like Paul Rudd in that movie. And I love Paul Rudd.
Yes.
He is such an asshole in that
treasure.
Movie. That it's like hard to watch it. It's it's like watching a movie where, like, I don't know, Steve Carell is a serial killer. Okay.
Yeah.
Like, you have to put people in roles where, if they're a likable person, they can only do likable roles.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, I could never watch Reese Witherspoon be like a horrible person in a movie.
Yeah. I could see her being like a total bitch,
but not like just a mean. I just can't. I'm sorry. I can't. All right.
On that note, where can people find us?
You can, on that note, the Reese Witherspoon of it all. You can find me everywhere at Neelykins, except TikTok, where I'm Neely Moldovan. And you can find the podcast everywhere at Slut Show Podcast. Also, fun fact, we're rebranding. Not the name-ish, but just our look. So just, be on the lookout.
Yeah.
Coming soon.
That's going to be great.
To a website near you.
Mm-hmm. And then you can find me everywhere at Rachel_M. Lewis, and my books, Yours Unexpectedly and Merrily Yours, on Amazon and the like. And we'll talk to you guys next week.
Bye.
Bye.